1, 2, 1, 2. So that was the Bare Necessities, one of the grade 2 saxophone pieces. It is C2 from the ABRSM Grade 2 syllabus. So what I'm going to do, as I've done before on other videos, is play that piece again, but I'm going to do it at a slower tempo. And I think I might do this a couple of times actually for you, because in this, it's given again as quite a quick tempo. It says minim equals 92. One thing to notice is that when I'm playing along with this, because it's more of a slightly jazzier style, I'm putting the metronome on beats 2 and 4. No particular special setting, I'm just thinking of it as coming on beats 2 and 4. And that kind of gives you that closed hi-hat feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that may feel a bit funny for some of you. If you've not done that before, that may be a little bit difficult. That's fine. Just do some quick maths. Do your 92 times 2, and then you're going to put it on a crotchet 184 speed instead. It's not ideal for feel, but maybe that's going to be a little bit easier for you just to cope with to start with. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to revert to a crotchet speed, okay? So I'm telling you I'm going to play it slower. Actually, the metronome's going to be going at, well, I haven't decided yet actually, but let's try 132. And you say, well, that's faster than 92. Well, this is a crotchet speed, okay? So this is just for practice, all right? So I'm going to play it again. You can play along, and this is to just practice it at a slower tempo for those of you who haven't quite learned all the notes yet. Here we go. 1 bar in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There we go, that's another version. One thing to think about is you are trying to play more of a jazz style here, I think. That's the approach I would take to it. So you may have a beautiful classical sound, but it may not be quite the right kind of colour that you want for this piece. So you maybe want a bit of a brighter sound. I'm not so concerned with air, I'm not so concerned with other extra noises creeping in. We're going to make our accents a little bit louder, and it's going to be a bit punchier. We're going to use what we call microdynamics. We're going to be playing some notes quite soft. Do, do, da, ba, do, da, ba, do. Okay? And if you're singing this, and even just the way you might vocalize it makes a difference to how you play this. So if you go la, 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 there's something a bit funny about that, isn't there? It's not quite in the right style. So you'd say do, do, da, da, do, da, ba, do, something like that. I'm not sure my ba and do, da, whatever are quite correct. I'm not an expert jazz scat singer, but you know, something like that gets you in the right sort of ballpark for the style. So let's increase the speed a little bit. Let's crank it up to 160. Actually, 152. 152 might be nice. Just to know, I would be happy to perform this at a tempo under minim 92, because I think minim 92 does potentially make the whole thing rush a bit. Anyway, here we go again. A little bit faster now. See if we can keep up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's now up to a reasonable speed. I suppose we could do it again in a minute with a crotchet speed at full speed, just to get you used to that if you still need a bit of a go. Just a couple of other things. You might notice I'm using a bit of vibrato here and there. I think I was cheekily even putting a few extra grace notes and other things in as well. Obviously you don't need to do that, but I don't think it would hurt as long as you're not going mad and altering too much of what's actually written on the page. Please make sure that you count carefully at the beginning. We have a little piano introduction just before. Maybe I'll just give you that. So you got this 1, dum dum dum. Just make sure that you're ready there, and you've counted your 3 bars and then your 1 and straight in. Okay. Ideally, you do want to be counting this, as I kind of mentioned a bit earlier. You do want to count this piece in 2. It is in common times, 2-2, and that just means it's going to trip along at a nice quick speed without feeling tense. If you play dum 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 da 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 da, that just gets a little bit too tense, too kind of frantic. All right, we don't want to be frantic. We want to be cool and relaxed, but you know, it still trips along. It says with a bounce, you know, so quite a bit of energy as you play it. Okay, I think I won't do it again at another speed. I think it's fine as it is, but I'll play it. I think I'll play it once more. I'm going to do a little demonstration of how to play with the metronome on beats 2 and 4. Okay, so I'm going to do it a little bit slower actually than we had it. So it's supposed to be minim 92. I'll put it minim 84. So if you're struggling to get this, don't make the mistake and do this. Because you're now putting the click on beats 1 and 3. We don't want that. We want the click. We want the metronome to click on beats 2 and beats 4. Now, you might have to force yourself to do that. The way to do this is to listen to the click. It's going 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're in like that. Okay, here we go then. Last time through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So that's another version. Hopefully that's helpful to you. I'm Neil McGovern. Thank you very much.